Alright everybody, back on the Batwing. This is start of part 3. What I'll be working on tonight is the seams on the top and bottom of the Batwing. I worked on it a week ago. You can't probably see it too well in this video, but I'm going to try to point it out best I can. You can still see a little bit of seam here. This is the bottom of the Batwing. Got to clean that up, and also on the other side flip it over to the top of the Batwing. I got this seam right here, and on the opposite side I got to fill. These are the putties I got in stock. I used the Perfect Plastic putty for the bottom, and then I have your white squadron, and then your standard Tester's putty. Had this for a while. Then I picked up these Mr. Surfacer. I got the 500, 1000, and the 1200. I'm going to give the 500 a try here. I'm going to have to tape it off with some tape, and take a brush and apply it into the seam there, see how it works. So I'll experiment with the 500. So I have some work cut out for me tonight with the seams on the Batwing on the top and bottom. Bottom, I just got to probably hit it lightly with some sandpaper and maybe check if I got to use any more primer, or not primer but putty. So I'm going to get on working on the Batwing here. Figured I'd share this with everybody, and everybody have a good day. Alright everybody, another update on the Batwing. Yesterday I worked on the seams, taped them off on each side, both sides of the wings, and I used Mr. Surfacer 500. Tonight I'm going to try the 1000. Camera might pick it up, but there's just a little bit more on the seam I need to fill up on both sides. It's looking good though. I still got to work on the bottom. Got to clean that up and add some more Mr. Surfacer. If everything goes good, maybe by tomorrow I'll have it done, and then all I have to do is do some sanding. I'm going to continue working on this. Shake this up real good and use it. It's a little bit thinner than the 500. So I figured I'd share this with everybody on what I'm doing with the Batwing, and everybody have a good day. Alright everybody, another update on the Batwing. The last 2 nights I've been working on the seams. I used Mr. Surfacer 500, and last night I used 1000. What I'm going to do tonight is take the tape off, see what I have to do to light sand it. And I still got the bottom to work on. I used a paintbrush with this, and I cleaned it up with acetone. The brush came out real nice, like brand new. Once I get the top done, I'll have to work on the bottom of the Batwing. I got to clean it up, probably hit it with a little bit more. Now I know the Mr. Surfacer is like a primer. I've seen some guys on YouTube thin it out and put it in the airbrush. That I won't do. Some guys use it for a filler. That's what I'm using this for. The 500 is real thick. The 1000 of course is a little thinner, and the 1200 is a lot thinner than the 1000 and the 500, and I haven't used this yet. So I'm going to go ahead and continue working on the Batwing, clean up the seams with some sandpaper. I figured I'd share this with everybody, and everybody have a good day. Alright everybody, another update on the Batwing. Today I'm going to be working on the cockpit. I'm going to be gluing Batman's arms on. He's all cleaned up, ready to be put together. I got the glue I'm probably going to use for the inside of the cockpit. I'm going to use Tamiya Semi-Gloss Black X-18. And for the overall color on the Batwing, I'm going to use a gloss black Tamiya X1. That'll be a little while before I do that. I still got to work on the Batwing. So I'm going to get started here. I want to do the cockpit in semi-gloss black. Hopefully I'll get that done today. If I do, I'll film it. So I'm going to start working on Batman right here. Use your standard tester's glue. I even got some new glue in stock, and also this, but I'm going to stick with using this glue for now. So I'm going to go ahead and get started here working on Batman and the cockpit. Figured I'd share this with everybody, and when I'm done with all this, I'll film it, and everybody have a good day. Alright everybody, another update on the Batwing. I got them in my portable spray booth. I got Batman ready to be primered. All these parts right here need to be primered, and the top of the Batwing. And this is the primer I used before. I'm going to stick with it. It's good stuff from Badger. Let's shake it up a little bit more. I'm going to go ahead and give this a try with my new spray booth. Once this is all primered up, I'll film it. So I'm going to get started here, and everybody have a good day. Alright everybody, another update on the Batwing. I primered the top, got the seams, turned out really good. I'm going to have to hit it a couple more times with the primer, but the wings turned out pretty decent. I still got to get the bottom of the Batwing. Top of the Batwing, I hit it with some primer again, and then where I put those little wings on the side, turned out really good. Primer, really nice, looks really good. These are the missiles and the Gatling gun. Turned out really decent. Like that primer. Batman turned out really nice. Steering wheel turned out good. These parts that I'm not probably going to put into the Batwing, that's his binocular thing he used to aim onto the Joker. I don't think I'm going to put that in the kit. That's the cover for the Gatling gun. Primered that up. Everything's looking good. My next step is to work on the cockpit with some semi-gloss black. I'll prep that up and get that ready. Figured I'd share this with everybody, what I'm doing with the Batwing. And everybody have a good day. Alright everybody, another update on the Batwing. Here's the cockpit. I got it ready. Got the paint mixed in my airbrush. The flat gloss black. It's the Tamiya semi-gloss black X18. And get ready and get it ready and paint it. Once that's finished, I'll film it. So I'll continue on working on this. When I'm done, I'll show everybody the results. Should look pretty good. So I'm going to get started here. Once that's done, I'll film it, and everybody have a good day. Alright everybody, another update on the cockpit. I already hit it with the semi-gloss black. I don't know how the camera's going to pick it up, but I think it turned out really great. Looks good. The front control panel turned out decent. How that's going to focus. Seat turned out really nice. Now all I gotta do now is assemble the cockpit and put the fiber optics in. I'll have to do that before I mount it to the top part of the Batwing. Figured I'd share this with everybody, what I did today with the cockpit and the Batwing. And everybody have a good day. Alright everybody, another update on the Batwing. I'm going to be working on lighting the cockpit tonight. I'm going to use an 805 warm white SMD right here to come pre-wired with the resistor. We use it for the front control panel right here, and then on the sides of the cockpit I'm going to wire those up with some fiber optics. So I'm going to start working on this. Once I get that all done, I'll film it, and everybody have a good day. Alright everybody, another update on the Batwing, and I have the front of the cockpit control panel finished. I'm going to try to point it out with a toothpick. About right where the toothpick is, I got a 805 SMD. I cut down the fiber optics to the length I need them for the fit on the inside, and then I'll trim them on the outside. I also made a little cover for the bottom. I'll have to light block it, but it fits on pretty decent. And then I'll probably have to use flat black or a tulip, and then I'm going to plug it into a 9-volt battery. Turn the overhead light off. Put that on temporarily. Then you can see the fiber optics are lighting up just fine. After I trim them down, they'll look even better. The next thing I got to work on is the main cockpit, and work on the sides of the control panels on each side for lighting. But the front is finished, other than cleaning it up, the fiber optics, and putting that back cover on there and light blocking it. But that 805 warm white SMD is working out just perfect. So once I get that all buttoned up, I'll film that so everybody can get a better look at it. So I'm going to continue working on this. I figured I'd share this with everybody, and once I get done with it, I'll film it again. And everybody have a good day. Alright everybody, another update on the Batwing. Yesterday I worked on the top of the Batwing. I applied some perfect plastic putty on the seams on these little wings, and I'm going to have to hit it with some more primer. Perfect plastic putty. Cleaned it up. I used some Q-tips and water. It's good stuff. I got different types in stock, but I like using this as much as I can because it's easy cleanup with water. But the seams turned out decent. They filled in real good. Now I just have to hit it with some more primer. Batman over here, I got to clean up his arms. There's some seams right here where my finger is on both sides. I've got to clean that up with a file or with a X-Acto knife. Then hit them a couple more times with primer. The cockpit's finished, at least with the front control panel, with the LED, with the fiber optics and the SMD I got in there. You can see it looks pretty cool. I still got to get the sides to do yet with the fiber optics, but before I mount this into the top here. So my goal today is to hit this with some more primer and get that out of the way, and then maybe in a day or two I can glue this in place in the top of the Batwing here. Figured I'd share this with everybody, what I'm doing with the Batwing, and everybody have a good day. Alright everybody, another update on the Batwing. I hit the bottom with another couple coats of primer. This from Badger is good stuff, thumbs up. It applies so good on the model and easy cleanup when you're sanding. Even though this cost me $26 off of Amazon, 16 ounces, it's worth every penny. I still got to do some seam work on the bottom, right in here on both sides of the wing. I'm going to have to probably use some perfect plastic putty this time, like I did the top. Top turned out really decent. Seam work, everything looks good. I'd say the top's done. I'm going to call this a wrap for part 3. Try to get this up on my YouTube channel sometime this week. Friday, tomorrow's September 9th. Try to get it up on my YouTube channel tomorrow or sometime this weekend. I'd like to thank all my YouTube subscribers. I'd like to thank everybody for watching, and everybody have a good day.